Loss of money is the biggest catalyst for needing to separate in the relationship.
When money is tight, it can really take a toll on a marriage. No one knows that better than Bonnie Rabin. She's been a New York divorce lawyer for 2 decades.
There's no question consultations are up.
Nowadays, as couples grapple with a failing economy, job layoffs, and depleting 401ks, Rabin is seeing an increasing number of unhappy spouses coming to see her.
We're having people who are suddenly very concerned about the availability of funds for themselves. There are people who are coming to see us now who say, I think there's going to be a change financially. Is this a good time for me to move? Should I wait?
And waiting it out as opposed to rushing to divorce court seems to be what more and more troubled couples are doing these days.
Your marriage is probably safer in bad economic times.
Gary Nicholson is the president of the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. Nicholson says given the current financial climate and the fact that divorces aren't cheap, fewer people are seeking a split.
We recently, in the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, we did a survey of our members, and about 40% of the lawyers nationwide said they saw a decrease in filings during bad economic times.
But then why is Bonnie Rabin's business booming these days? Well, she says the current economic climate makes many shy away from a long and pricey divorce.
So we'll get a lot of consultations now, but not necessarily everyone ready to strike.
Also, not everyone who comes into her office these days are new clients. Many are existing ones who can't afford their end of the divorce settlement.
But there's no question that what we will see are modifications, people coming in and saying, I made a commitment a year ago in an agreement that I could pay X amount of dollars for child support and alimony, but I'm being laid off in December.
It's too early to know the impact of the current financial crisis on divorce rates. What we do know is that divorce has been on the decline in America for the last 25 years. Perhaps the one silver lining in all this is that couples on the rocks are likely to think twice before waging that war.
Maybe people who would normally go and start the war, maybe they won't have the war, because you can't have the war if you can't afford it.
Bonnie Ghosh, The Associated Press, New York.